Is my voice audible? Very good evening to all of you.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Others, please confirm once.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So today is the first session for economics, and how many of you revised the economics before the session? Raise your hands. Shri, okay. Ayush, okay. Kamlesh, okay. Great. Okay, good, good, good. Fine. Now let's begin with the session. Now, why the economics is important? Any one of you like to tell me, or what is the how many questions like economic section generally the UPSC ask? Yes,
So around 13 to 15.
13 to 15 questions exactly. Now, how many of them are like solvable according to you?
So around 9 to 10 questions.
9 to 10 questions are almost like solvable with a minimum amount of basic knowledge. Okay. And apart from that, what exactly issues you people face in the economics? Like any one of you, like tell me what are the issues like you are going to face in the economics or you are already faced? Yes, anyone?
Sir, like more time while solving this part of the question. So like economic
Exactly.
section.
Very good, very good. See, economic questions from economy section particularly does not involve much of the tricks and the logics. The reason being the questions are applied in the nature. Everyone agrees to this, right? The most of the questions are based on your basic knowledge and the concepts you already learned. And it is completely based on the basic knowledge. They are not expecting you to be an economist. They are not expecting you to remember the facts. They're not expecting from you to like answer the questions like an economic advisor to India answers those questions. You need not to study the economic survey fully or need not study to like read each and every page of the economic survey. You need not know everything about the budget. Yes, there are certain themes that should be known, like what is the theme of the budget, what are the focus areas of the budget, what is that particular unique thing about this year's economic survey, what exactly the paradigm shift you're observing in the last 2 3 years, and that is mentioned in the economic survey. Is there any new concept economic survey is talking about? Okay, these are all the basic things, bird's eye view, the UPSC generally ask. And they are not generally asking the question from survey or budget. They know we people are studying those budget and the survey. That's why they are not focusing much on that. Everybody agrees on this?
Yes,
Any
sir.
issue? So see, the questions particularly they are asking from 2 3 themes, and those themes are like very repetitive in nature, and those are like very basic thing they want us to know. Okay, as a UPSC candidate or as a future administrator, you must know what happens to the economy when such and such thing happens with the economy. Okay, very basic knowledge. They're not checking you to be like an economist or like finance secretary from the scratch. Okay, so let's understand the perspective what UPSC want from you people. Okay, this is the one thing. Now, secondly, uh, like Shri has mentioned, these questions take some time. Okay, because you have to think in the examination hall. Okay, when you have to think in the examination hall, these questions must be solved in which round of your paper attempt? First round, second round, third round?
Second round, sir.
Sir, it depends on question.
It depends on the question, but most of the questions. Economics, because they are like making you think. Okay, so mostly the questions of the economics must be solved, even if you know, and they are like analytical in nature, you must be solving them in the second round. That is after reading the complete question paper once. All right. So in the first reading, what you'll do, you'll just see what they have asked and what do you know about that particular question. Okay. If the question is conceptual and applied in nature, suppose they are asking the question on what will happen if the RBI increases the repo rate, and they have given like three to four options, and the options are like only one, only two, only three, only four. So do not rush, even if you know, because the question is applied. The question is conceptual. Okay, you must think twice, thrice before you mark the answer. Because economics is a section where you can gain a lot of efficiency, gain a lot of marks. Okay, suppose 15 questions are coming, you can at least get 10 questions right. Considering you have not studied well, you have not studied, you not revised well. Everybody's getting this. So do not rush in the questions of the economics. We can rush in the questions of the environment because we have studied it. Environment has lot of logic, lot of common sense. Science and technology has lot of common sense. Okay, a lot of logics, lot of tricks can be applied in those questions like science and technology, environment questions. But here particularly, even if you apply the tricks, the question might go wrong. And mostly the tricks are not applied here. We'll see in the questions. Okay. When we solve the question, we'll see how the tricks are applied and what are the unique tricks with respect to the economics subject. Okay. Let's begin with the session. Now, understanding the basic pattern, that is the evolution of the questions of the economics. Now understand, see, many of you gone through the PYQs. These are the major themes: money and monetary policy, banking, financial policies, balance of payments, stock markets and SEBI, inflation and unemployment, government schemes. 2-3 other themes like human resource and all there, but they're not asking much of that. All right. So consider these themes. These are the categories. Now, 2012 to 2016, the questions were more factual, like definitional questions. Focus on what is M3, what is CRR, what is SLR, and basic RBI functions, what RBI does, what RBI doesn't. Secondly, the questions on the money and monetary policy from 2017 to 2021. See the evolution. Definition to institutional. Now focus on MPC, MCLR, liquidity management. Now from institutional to applied. Now we are in the paradigm of applied macroeconomics. All right. Focus on bond yields. They have asked question on the bond yield. They have asked question on the sterilization. They have asked question on US Fed rate impacts. We are going to see these questions. Now understand the pattern. What more they can do from applied macroeconomics to other? They can integrate this all. They may ask the definition in one statement. They may ask the institutional aspect in the another statement. And they may ask the third aspect, that is applied macroeconomics, in the third statement. If they want to check your all-round knowledge. That is the only thing they can do. Okay. So we are going to see this all. We are going to focus in today on money and monetary policy, particularly, and some of the part of inflation. Now, see in the inflation part, I'm going to share this slide with you. You can just go through the evolution. All right. And these are all like themes. Sorry. Whatever the topics I have mentioned here, right? These are all themes. All right. You must know these themes. You must have these themes in your pen notebook. Okay. So just go through the slide after the session. Now see in the inflation part, they're asking basically index based like CPI, WPI. Then they have moved to the conceptual. Doing what? So that the inflation reduces. Doing what? So that the deflation does not arise. Okay. Like that, they ask the question now. Why the inflation arises? What are the reasons? So they moved to there. So here also facts, very much factual questions. Here concept, again here applied. So we are in the paradigm of applied macroeconomics. Okay. So let's see the question. You should go through this evolution part, and every session we are going to have this so that we can learn the evolution. All right. Any doubt with respect to this?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, this particular slide, the reason behind this slide is to make you aware that whatever you people are doing, that mugging up the facts, okay, mugging up the data and the analysis given in the economic survey, or I don't know which source you all are following. Just don't mug up. Try to understand each and every concept, at least mentioned in the PYQ. Whichever the word, whichever the term they have mentioned in the PYQ, you must know the meaning, the concept behind it, the basics behind it. If you do not know the basics behind those concepts, no matter how much you mug up that concept, it is not going to help you in the examination hall. Under the pressure, you are not going to remember anything. Okay. Even if you remember, it will be of blur in nature. Okay. So basically focus on the conceptual part of the economics for the prelims. Okay. For other like environment, science and technology, we applied the logics, tricks, okay, intellectual tools, how to use your common sense. Here, your concepts are being tested. There is no alternative to this. And the era has over where one-liner questions used to have, what is the repo rate? What is bank rate? What is CRR? They're not asking questions as that. They are asking 1 or 2 questions. And that is for freshers, not for us. Okay. So basically understand this. Now moving to the next. See what memory won't save you. Just go through this slide. What has changed? Earlier it was memory. Now it is applied knowledge, conceptual knowledge. Now see how they are playing with you. Elimination was used to work earlier. Nowadays it is not working. You all know it. Okay. Here it is 100% conceptual sovereignty is there. No room for guesswork. We'll see the questions. Okay. Now, even if you do the guess, you are going to make the mistakes. In particularly economics wala section, I am talking very, very particular to the economics section, not respect to others, other topics, environment, science and tech, even some extent to polity as well. Okay, so stop memorizing, start analyzing. Clear prelims 2026. Just go through this slide. This slide has like a very good things like you can learn from this. Now, starting with the questions, solve this question first. Answers.
Sir, B.
Okay. Others.
Sir, B.
Sir, B.
B, sir.
B, sir.
Okay. Any other answer from anyone else? Now see, the Reserve Bank of India has accelerated the transition toward a retail central bank digital currency, that is e-rupee, to reduce the operational cost associated with the physical cash management. This is one of the reasons this is right. Unlike private cryptocurrencies, a central bank digital currency is a fungible legal tender and represents a direct liability on the central bank's balance sheet. Now this is also correct. Whether this statement explains this, there is no direct link. Okay, so that's why the answer is B. Okay, such questions like they are asking. Now tell me, what is e-rupee and e-rupee? What is the difference? Anyone?
Sir, first one is digital currency and second one is voucher.
Good. The second one is a voucher. It is a coupon. It is a token. Okay, to just replace the in-kind subsidies we are giving to the poor or vulnerable people. I hope everyone knows this. They have asked question on this. They may ask question on this now. And they'll give the similar option, digital currency, in the option A itself. Okay, so don't rush. Understand the differences. All right. Now solve this question. 22.
A.
Sir, A.
A, sir.
Okay. Any other answer? Okay. In the post-pandemic recent past, many central banks worldwide has carried out interest rate hikes. Central banks generally assume that they have the ability to counteract the rising consumer prices by monetary policy means. Okay. The answer is A. Very much known. Why it is A? Explain. Anyone please explain why like post-pandemic world what has happened? Many central banks worldwide has carried out interest rate hikes.
Sir, to adjust liquidity in the market.
Yes. Now this assume, central banks generally assume. Why they have used the word assume? If the word have like words have been changed, like central banks knows that they have the ability to counteract the rising consumer prices via monetary policy means. The answer would be or central banks you know central banks knows the words are changed. What is the answer there?
And the answer would be C.
Answer would be C in that case. See, it is a general assumption. All right. And why it is an assumption? Monetary policy is a function of RBI. This is just one thing which can manage the inflation. What are the other things that manage the inflation?
Sir, fiscal policy. Taxation.
Taxation
Balance
part
of,
of fiscal
balance,
policy only.
balance of payment.
Balance of payment. Very good. Other things? Crisis? Like Iran crisis going on? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So what happens due to the crisis? Supply chain disruption. Why LPGs are getting costlier? This is the
Demand
reason.
is more, sir. Yes.
See, demand is constant, but the supply is
Less.
less. So supply has been impacted. Wherever this equation gets wrong, or it like there is imbalance in this equation, you will face the issue of inflation or deflation. All right. So these are the like concepts you must be knowing well. Now answer the second question. This question 24.
Sir, A.
A.
Yes, sir. Open market operations.
Sir, A.
Yes. Anyone please explain me what is open market operations?
Sir, buying and selling government securities,
Okay, buying and selling government securities.
depending on liquidity of the market.
Now tell me what is operation twist?
Sir, operation twist is buying short-term government securities and selling long-term government securities to adjust liquidity in the market.
Are you sure? Buying short term or long term?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? Operation twist.
I think it's opposite. Buying long term and selling short term.
Yes. What is the objective? What is the objective of operation twist? Whether it let me make a question for you. Consider the following statements for with respect to operation twist. Statement 1. Operation twist is buying long-term securities and selling the short-term securities by the RBI. Number 1. Number 2. Operation twist influences the liquidity in the market when the RBI sells the what you can say securities, short-term securities. There is less liquidity in the market. Okay. Which of the above statements are correct?
Sir, only one. Second
Which
is
one?
wrong. First statement is correct.
Second is wrong. Why second is wrong?
Because the money supply remains constant.
Exactly. In the operation twist, see, operation twist is another type of special open market operation only. RBI calls it as special open market operation. But this open market operation have no influence on the money supply. What is the objective then? If it is not meant for the money supply influences, then what is the objective of this operation twist?
Sir,
Anyone?
economic growth.
Yes, one is like broader objective is economic growth. What is the specific objective? Have you read this?
Like
Everyone knows
borrowing
this.
will
Demand or long-term government securities are falling.
What is the objective? Yes, that is the result of this like buying long-term securities. Yes. Tell me the objective, direct objective. They may ask, what are the objectives of the operation twist?
Sir, bond
Yes,
yield.
like demand will increase, sir, for that long term. Like
long-term
short term.
demand will increase. Very good. Like for long-term demand will increase, why?
So like RBI will buy, no, sir. Like people will think, oh, RBI is buying, so even we need to buy. Like that demand will be there.
Okay, that is one reason.
Sir, people will invest in corporate bonds and like that.
Exactly. The main thing with respect to this, like why they are buying the long-term securities. See, the government securities with like a tenure of 10 years, 20 years, 30 years have like lesser interest rate, but they are like more like awarding or rewarding in the long term. All right. So most of the investors are investing in that, and they're not investing in the corporate bonds. You're getting my point. When the people get assured income for the 10 years, why would they like take the risk in like investing in the corporate bond, which is like not assured, which is very volatile? Getting my point? Any doubt? Suppose, let me explain it. The government securities long term has lower interest rate. Still, investors prefer it. Why?
Risk is less, sir.
Assured income, risk is less. Okay. Now tell me, when for long term, for suppose 10 years, investors' money is invested in government securities. So that investor is not at all interested to invest his money or her money to any other corporate bond or anything else, right? So what the RBI did here, RBI will purchase these long-term bonds or government securities and sell short-term government securities, so that liquidity remains same. Okay, the liquidity, suppose this long-term bonds has the value of 10,000, so RBI will sell similar amount, 10,000. So liquidity remains same. But what will happen? The short-term government security is like suppose 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Investors are not interested in this because in short term, the corporate may have greater profit than the government. Okay, because of the market expansion, because of the creeping inflation in the economy. That's why what happened after the Operation Twist, the investors started to invest in the corporate bonds rather than government securities. All right. So this is the basic objective, that the corporates and the private sector should get that amount of the capex for their expansion. That is the main and the basic objective behind the Operation Twist. They have not asked the question 8 on the Operation Twist, but they may ask the question. Okay, any doubt with respect to this? Now tell me the learnings for the next year. For prelims 2026, what exactly we have to focus about? Anyone? From both the questions.
Sir, about inflation.
Functions of RBI.
Very general. Tell me very specific. From the question. Use the keywords from the question.
We should know what is sterilization, sir.
Very good. What is sterilization? Anyone?
Like it will, like government only, sorry, RBI will buy the, it will reduce the liquidity from external shocks. Like if Amazon or someone wants to invest and it will in India, and it will make more, it will invest more money in India, then there will be more money supply in India. So there can be chances of inflation. So for that, RBI will suck out the money.
Good, good. This is one. Yes. Anyone else like want to explain this sterilization?
So price stability.
Yes, price stability is there, obviously, because it is a part of open market operation. What is exactly the sterilization? For which operations? Like Shri has rightly mentioned, to tackle the external influences.
Sir, to neutralize the impact of forex.
Exactly. Whatever the foreign currency we are getting, whatever the foreign currency the people from other nations are investing in the India, suppose the amount of dollar increases in the Indian economy, what will happen to the rupee? The value of rupee will devaluate, or it will like increase?
Depreciate, sir.
It will depreciate?
Yes.
Pakka? Are you sure?
Sir, it will increase. Appreciate.
It will increase. It will appreciate. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Sri?
Yes, sir.
It will appreciate. Okay. What is the reason? Because dollars are freely available than rupee, and rupee is in scarce. Okay. So whatever is in scarce, that is valuable. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Basic. All right.
Yes.
So suppose what happens, many of there is a capital flight from the Indian market, Indian stock market. There is a capital flight. What will happen to the rupee?
Sir, it will depreciate.
It will depreciate. What is the reason?
Because there will be scarce of dollars, and the money and the rupee is in
more demand for dollars.
More demand for dollars. Yes. Okay. So rupee will be available freely. All right. But the dollar will be like scarce. So value of dollar would increase and the value of rupee will depreciate. Okay. So this is what is the learning from these two questions. One is sterilization. Another is open market operation. Settlement and payment system. See the Act, Payment and Settlement Act. Okay. Debt and cash management for the central and state governments. How they manages it. Okay. Non-banking financial institutions. In this question particularly, central banks, particularly they are Federal Reserve, they're talking about this. Central banks generally assume they have ability to contract pricing as why monetary policy means. So this word becomes about monetary policy. Know more about the monetary policy committee. Okay, they will ask the question on that. Solve this question now. Easy one. Solve both the questions. Answers.
Sir, D.
Sir, D and A.
D and A. Okay. Any other answer?
So for second question, A.
Okay.
Sir, first
Digital
question
rupee.
D and second question A.
Okay. So this is easy to eliminate. All right. It is insured against inflation by its very design. Even if you read like very basics of this is just an alternative to the physical cash. So other things will remain same. Here, particularly about the NFT, why the statement 3 is wrong? Anyone?
So because it is non-fungible,
Yes, non-fungible.
they cannot be exchanged.
Other reasons like basic, very
They are
basic.
unique.
For what purpose NFTs are used? Yeah,
So to monetization.
digital representation of physical assets.
Physical
is
as
it
well as
only-
digital assets.
Yes. Is it only physical assets? No. Digital as well. They are not necessarily a fungible asset. Okay. It can be non-fungible. It can be virtual. It can be an art, like music. Like A.R. Rahman has created NFT for some of his tracks, which are not released. So whoever like having those, they can only listen this. And they cannot exchange with others because musical NFT will have another value than the other like painting. They cannot have the same value. So basically they cannot be exchanged. All right. This is the basic reason. Now see, are you observing one thing? RBI, they are focusing a lot. Now see the question here. Solve this question first.
Sir, C 1 to 4.
Yes. Other answer.
C, sir.
Sir, C.
Any other answer? What is wrong in statement 3?
Sir, there is no fee collected on from CRR.
From commercial banks. Okay. Any other reason? Okay. Everyone knows this. Everyone has read this. What is its purpose? It is held with whom? RBI or bank?
RBI.
RBI.
Okay. Now, profits generated from the intervention in the foreign exchange, forex market constitute a major component of the RBI's transferable surplus. Okay. The interest earned on the holding of the G6 through open market operations is treated as a source of income. The seigniorage income, the difference between the face value of currency and its cost of production, is primary driver of the central bank's profit. They may ask question on this. What is seigniorage income? Okay, open market operation, they are already asking the questions. Government securities, bond deal, I think they have asked the questions. Now, solve this question now. Both the questions. 2 and 4. Question is visible now?
Sir, D for first question.
So for second D, fourth C.
Hmm.
No, sir, fourth is B.
Second one B.
Hmm. Fourth one.
B, sir.
Okay.
So second is D and fourth is B.
Okay. Sources of income for the Reserve Bank of India. That's why I like prepared this question. Okay, this is the theme they've already asked. So based on that, I prepared this question. All right, buying and selling government bonds, buying and selling foreign currency, pension fund management, lending to private companies, printing and distributing currency notes. This we know. 4 is not at all right. Basic. All right. Now pension fund management. Why this is wrong? Or why this is right? Who manages the pension fund?
So PFRD.
PFRD is a regulatory authority, no?
EPFO.
Yes, EPFO is one. They may ask question this, like pension fund management. They will just Google it. Okay, which are all the organizations which are involved in this pension fund management. Okay, so search on that. This is not part of RBI's functions. So the basic thing remains same, the functions of RBI, sources of income of the RBI. Okay, and the questions are repetitively being asked on that only. This question, RBI mandates all the listed companies in India to submit a business responsibility and sustainability report. In India, a company submitting BRSR makes disclosures in the report that are largely non-financial in nature. Suppose we do not know this and there is no extreme. Okay, so we can make it right. Suppose we do not know whether it is RBI or anything else. How you can eliminate this statement? Anyone?
So all listed companies.
But all is right here.
Name of institution is given. So
Name of the institution is given. See, there is a mismatch between RBI and the companies. RBI do not have any role in the management of the companies. Is there any role of RBI in management of companies?
and sir, one option is also, I mean, in option one, they have written listed companies. So they'll be listed
Listed.
somewhere on in NSE or BSE. So that is
Exactly.
regulated by SEBI.
See, this is very much important. Listed means well listed. NSE or BSE. This is also good. Now see, business responsibility and sustainability report. Business is not dealt by the RBI anyway. Either Companies Act or SEBI. So think before you mark. Yeah, this is the economics question. RBI they are consistently asking, and there is no such word that we can like mandate it and all. All is right here. If they have used the SEBI in this instead of RBI, the question the statement one would be right. Mandates is also right. All is right. That's why I'm saying tricks doesn't apply here. Here logic will apply. Okay, the basic knowledge will apply here. This question, both the questions, 1 and 3.
C and B.
A and B.
C and B.
1 and
C and D.
B.
Yes.
B. Sir, in B.
B, okay.
Increase.
Any other answer?
CB.
Any answer apart from this? Let's read the question. The governor of the Reserve Bank of India is appointed by central government. Certain provisions in the Constitution of India give the central government the right to issue directions to the RBI in public interest. The governor of the RBI draws his power from the RBI Act. Here, this word is particularly Constitution of India is very much highlighted. It should be considered. Just by eliminating this statement, you will get the answer. It is expected that you know this. Under which act, like central government gives the right to issue directions to the RBI in public interest?
RBI Act 1934.
Yes. Tell me, how many deputy governors are there? What is the tenure of governor?
5 years,
Sure,
3 years.
sure.
Sir, 4 deputy governor, I think.
4 deputy governor is right. What about tenure?
Sir, 4 deputy governors and 3 years, sir.
Very good. 3 years is the right answer for deputy governors. Now, tell me about monetary policy committee. How many members?
6 members.
Divide them.
3
How many
from
of RBI?
RBI, 3 from
Government.
RBI, 3 from government.
Term for RBI member and government members?
Government members 4 years.
Hmm.
RBI 3 years.
Wrong.
5
No
years.
term mentioned for, no term there for RBI members. Okay, RBI member will serve until they are in office. Like governor, suppose, is in office for 6 years, he'll serve for the 6 years. Deputy governor for 2 years, he'll serve for the 2 years. There is no term for RBI members, and for government member it is 4 years mandated. Is there any reappointment?
Yes, sir. For RBI it is possible, but for government no reappointment.
No reappointment in case of the government members. Under which act the government can send the written messages to the MPC? Yes, you know this. Government can send the written messages to the MPC, highlighting their disapproval or anything. They cannot orally dictate the decisions of the MPC. Under which act they do so? It is RBI Act only. Which year, like MPC come into force?
2016, sir.
Under whose committee report? Which committee was there? Am I right?
Urjit Patel.
Urjit Patel. All right. So these are the basics about the MPC. It is expected that you know this. If you're not knowing this, the question will be asked on this. Monetary policy they have mentioned in the PYQ. They have mentioned about the RBI Act. Monetary Policy Committee acts under the RBI Act. So only the question remaining is the Monetary Policy Committee and the composition of the Monetary Policy Committee. Who decides CRR, SLR, and repo rate?
RBI.
Sir, MPC.
MPC decides what are all the things? CRR, SLR, and repo rate. Which things MPC decides? Yeah, all. Tell me, who decides CRR, SLR, and other indicators? And who decides repo rate, reverse repo rate, MSF, SDF? Anyone? You people are revising. I'm hoping it. All right.
CRR, SLR is decided by RBI.
MPC only decides repo rate.
Repo rate.
Yes, sir.
The job of MPC is only this. It does not decide anything else apart from repo rate. The other things, whichever it may be, that is decided by RBI. RBI means whom? Governor. Whether governor has casting vote in MPC?
Yes, sir.
Okay, governor has the casting vote. Fine. What is the learning from this both of the questions? Takeaways? What you can read more? Yes, Ayush.
Sir, functions of RBI.
Functions of RBI 1. Yes.
The tools of RBI.
Yes. See, read RBI 12. Okay. Secondly, the role of central government in the functioning of RBI. Understand that well. All right. Because they have already asked one question, they can ask another similar question. From this question particularly, know about the economic recession. The recent recession taken place. What are the reasons behind it? Okay. Solve this question first. Answers.
Sir, D, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sir, A.
Others?
A, sir.
Sir, A.
Other people? Any other answer? Yes, Udeshri, your answer?
Sir, yes, sir.
A. Yes. Ria, A, Shubham, A. Answer is D. Understand what is a Veblen code? Anyone? Yes, Neeraj.
Sir, it is generally considered luxury items and its demand increases with increasing price.
Any doubt? Any doubt with respect to this? Anyone? Why your question got wrong? This must be known. And why this must be known? Here is the answer. So have you people analyzed the questions well? Now answer these questions. Any doubt with respect to EVs? This question. Anyone can ask. Kamlesh, you got it wrong. Sri, you got it wrong. Ria, Shubham, everyone got it wrong. Udeshri, you also got it wrong. This must be known. Okay? Now, solve this question. Answer.
43. Moment.
Sixth. Answer the sixth as well.
Sir, 6D.
D, sir, for 6.
And fourth.
A.
A and 6D.
Okay. Similar question only, right? Other things remaining unchanged. Market demand for good might increase if price of a substitute increases. Okay. This is right. Price of complement increases. What is a complement? Anyone?
Sir, they are the products used together, not used separately. Like
Yes.
vehicle and petrol.
Yes. Very good. What is the inferior good? Any example?
Sir, millets.
Millets. Other?
Parle, sir.
Yes.
Kerosene.
Kerosene. Good. Indian government bond yields are influenced by which of the following? Actions of the United States Federal Reserve, actions of the Reserve Bank of India, inflation and short-term interest rate. Tell me what happens if interest rate in the economy increases. What happens to the bond yield?
Sir, bond rate increases.
Yeah. What is the answer? Increase or decrease or remain same?
Sir, increased.
Anyone else?
Sir, increases.
Increases. Yes. Any other answer? Yes, Kamlesh. Pawan.
Sir, bonding increased.
Increase. Explain, Ayush, why it would increase.
So investors will sell their bonds because they will get a higher interest rate in the market. So the bond yield will get increased.
Okay, what is bond yield? What is bond yield?
Like in
Anyone?
the end, like how much interest you get over that bond, sir? Like suppose I buy a bond for 100 rupees and over 1 year I get 110 rupees. There'll be 5% interest rate increase. So that will be the yield.
Okay, what is the relationship with the bond price? Correct. What is the relationship with the bond price?
Direct relationship.
Are you sure?
Sir, if bond price
Inverse.
decrease, bond yield will be increased.
Inverse.
It is inverse. Okay. Now, suppose interest rate in the economy increases. Okay. The investor would like to give their money in the market because they're going to get a higher interest. So the bond price will decrease or increase?
Bond price will decrease.
Bond price will decrease. Why?
So because demand for bond is decreases.
Demand for bond decreases, but the supply of the bond is higher because investors are selling the bonds, they're getting their money and they're investing into the economy. All right. Suppose I'm a bank, I'm bank A. You're a customer B. All right. I'm charging 20% interest rate on the loans. So the general interest rate, the regular average interest rates are 5%. Whether you'll like lend, whether you'll get money from me, or would you like to borrow money from me? From 5% to I'm increasing it to 20%. Would you borrow money from me, or rather you borrow from the market with 15% interest?
Sir, market.
Market, because you're getting like 5% lesser. All right. So if you're getting 5% lesser, right? Investor, suppose on the bond is getting 10%. So as soon as he sees that I can lend the same money with the 15% interest in the market, he'll take out his money from the bond. That means he'll sell those bonds in the market. He take out his money and he'll lend that money to the company, like company B, like you. You'll get money from that particular investor. So the bond will be sold by the investor, and such investor will be in the quantity. They will all sell their bonds and lend that money to the companies. So as many bonds pile up in the market, so when the supply of anything increases, their prices automatically decrease. Any doubt? Supply of any commodity increases in the market, the prices are going to fall. So bond price will fall, and the relationship we know, bond yield is inversely proportional to the bond price. That's why bond yield will get up. Any doubt? You must know these concepts, because see, they are going to use these terms again and again. They are going to ask questions on the same terms. They are not changing their questions. They are just changing their language and the conceptual depth they are testing. All right. They haven't asked the question on the bond yield and the interest rate all apart. They may ask in next year. Yes. Answer these questions.
Level C, sir.
11C, sir.
Sir, C.
Yes, 12.
C.
Sir, for second question, A.
So 12th A.
Okay.
Sir, A.
For 12, tell me why 3 is wrong. Don't look at the options.
Sir, it does not increase its demand.
Yes. Suppose I give the option 1, 2, 3, and 4. Answer would remain same, 1, 2, 4, or like 1, 2, 3, 4. I give the options like this: 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which answer is correct?
Sir, 1 to 4.
1 to 4 only. See, this is wrong. Inflation index. What does it mean? That inflation is increasing. After that, your wages are increasing. Your wages are not increasing before index, like before inflation. Okay. So there is like this wage increase will negate the inflation rise. All right. So there would be no increase in the consumption levels. That's why this is wrong. This also you? No. Answer is 1 to 4. Now tell me, what is money multiplier? Anyone? What is money multiplier?
सर मनी मल्टीप्लायर मतलब हम जब बैंक में पैसा डिपॉजिट करते हैं तो बैंक को आगे लेंड कर दिए तो
Correct.
जितनी बार वो हो जाएगा उसको मनी मल्टीप्लायर बोलते हैं.
Got it. Yes. Anyone else want to explain this?
Circular flow of money.
Good. Now suppose I deposit 100 rupees in the banks. Out of this 100, suppose bank lends 70 rupees. So bank will lend with some interest, suppose 10%. After 1 year, it will get 77 rupees. But the money is 70 only. Okay. So money is getting multiplied with some ratio. What is the relationship with the CRR?
Sir, if CRR increase, then money multiplier will be decreased.
Inversely proportional. Good. Okay. Now tell me what is difference between these two?
Sir, CRR deposited with RBI and SCL itself with bank.
Okay, this is one. Other?
So CRR,
Managed by RBI Act and SLR managed by Banking Regulation Act.
no interest in CRR, but there are some interest in SLR.
Good. Others?
And there is no cap on CRR. In SLR, there's cap of 40%. Sir.
Very good. Very, very good. Any other?
So SLR में हम और भी रख सकते हैं like cash, gold, government securities, SDL, etc.
And here?
और CRR बस कैश में ही रख सकते हैं.
Okay. What is the purpose of cash reservation statutory liquidity ratio?
Sir, to adjust liquidity and managing the inflation.
We have the repo rate for that.
So bank run के लिए
Maintain trust of the bank, sir.
Yes. Good. Other? To handle the crisis situations. One is prevent the bank run. Okay. Handle the crisis situations like COVID.
Like
Where
monetization.
people like monetization, demonetization, or monetization, whichever you like. All right. So whenever people wants to withdraw their money in the large amount, there should be some money like kept with the bank itself, or there should be some assets that can be liquefied as easy as possible. So G6 golds can be liquefied as easy as possible. Okay. So that's why this is the purpose of this two ratio. This is under Banking Regulation Act 1949. This is under RBI. There is no limit for here. Here it is 40% of what?
Upper limit.
40%. What is upper limit?
Out of 100 rupees, maximum 40 can be keep as a SLR.
No. What is the term?
Sir, NDTL.
NDTL. What is NDTL? What is NDTL?
The total deposits minus expenses of banks.
Net demand and total liabilities.
And liability.
Right? You must be knowing this term. If they have asked the statutory liquidity ratio, they may ask this. 40% of NDTL. Read more about this. Okay?
$10D, sir.
So 10D.
10D.
So 10 and 9 both D.
9D.
Sir, 9 also D.
Okay, tell me the learnings. Tell me about public debt. Debt to GDP ratio. What is the debt to GDP ratio of India right now? How much like central government owns? How much state government owns?
So central government around 56%.
Okay, good.
State government 29 something.
Okay, good. 60-40, you remember like that. Okay. What is the debt to GDP ratio right now, according to survey or budget? Have you read the budget? Okay, no problem.
57%, I think.
It is near 56%. All right. Now, most of the public debt consists of what? Anyone?
So borrowings.
Borrowing. Very good. Borrowing by whom? State government, central government,
Central government.
Central
or
government.
anything else? The total public debt, central government is borrowing more than the state governments, right? Now, total debt of the country, who is borrowing more? Whether central government, state government, or the corporates or MNCs, or none of the above? Whatever the total external debt we have, out of that total external debt, whose share is largest? Central government, state government, or the corporates?
So external debt, it is corporate.
Corporates. Remember this. Okay. Whenever they are asking, what is the ratio of like external debt to internal debt in India? Public debt particularly. How much central or state government is borrowing from outside? What is the percentage?
So less than 10%. I guess.
Less than 10%. What is exact percentage? Near around? Why
Near
you people are not reading around? Why our economies consist like called to be as a robust economy?
Because our
Many
external
reasons.
debt is less.
We have very less liabilities to be paid outside. All you have read the budget. Maximum rupees goes where?
so interest payments.
Interest payments. Maximum comes from where?
Borrowings.
Borrowings.
Borrowings. Second,
Income tax.
third,
Corporation tax.
sure,
Yes.
or it is GST,
No, sorry, it is corporation tax.
corporation tax. Second money going after interest. Yes.
So
Answers.
salaries and pensions.
Sure. Sure. What is the issue? Why you people are not revising? These questions will not repeat as it is. The PYQs, whatever you are doing, they are not going to repeat as it is. Everyone knows this. From public debt, we have derived this much. Am I right? Are we discussing anything else than public debt here? So read well, okay? So whenever you are analyzing it, so you must be analyzing it like to the depth, which depth the UPSC demands from you. Okay, I don't want figure, but at least you must know, no? Where it is going highest, where it is going lowest, which is first, which is second. That much I can expect from you. Okay. This question, it is answer D. Diversion of resources to the purchase of real estate, investment, luxury, housing, investment in product, productivity, purchase, precious jewelry, large revenues in the quality of growth, regionalization, loss of revenue to the state exchequer due to tax evasion. What are the provisions we have for the tax evasion? Regulatory provisions, legal provisions. Anyone? Question may ask, no? May be asked. Am I right? Am I asking anything different from PYQs? What are the legal provisions?
So base erosion, profit shifting,
Yes, that is one.
equalization levy.
I think we have like abolished it.
Yes, sir.
So minimum alternate tax.
Yes, that is good. Which of the following acts deals with the tax evasion? 1. Income Tax Act. 2. GST Act. 3. Banking Regulation Act. 4. RBI Act. 5th. SEBI Act. How many of them are correct? Simple question. Tell me the answer. What is the answer? Anyone? Am I audible, right? Only IT Act, Shubham? Only one is the answer. Anyone else? This is not difficult question. This is easy question.
3.
Which of those 3?
Income tax, GST, and SEBI Act.
SEBI Act, okay. Others?
So
Not that
four
difficult. Which 4?
for RBI, banking regulation, income tax, and GST.
Any other answer? Yes, Shri, Udayshri, your answers. Shubham, your answer. Balraj, you can also answer. Now, let me ask you one more question. How many of the above acts relates to the tax?
Only
Does
two.
Banking Regulation Act anything has with respect to tax? RBI Act has anything with respect to tax?
No, sir.
SEBI Act has anything with respect to tax? Even if you do not know the answer, basically you focus on the tax now. Tax evasion they are talking about. So only 2 acts are dealing with the tax. One is the Income Tax Act. Another is Goods and Services Tax. The answer is only 2. Simple question. But why it is made difficult? Because you haven't analyzed it well. You are just seeing the MCQs, solving them, you are moving forward. Or more or less what you are doing, you are saying what is black money. Okay,
Sir,
very easy question.
सर सेबी
Yes.
एक्ट के बारे में थोड़ा डाउट था. Sir, there are sections like section 11 and 12A
Mhm.
that talk about manipulative practices to avoid taxation
Hmm.
in SEBI Act. So can we say like SEBI have provision for tax evasion?
You see, tax evasion is particularly is what? Evading the tax,
Avoiding the tax.
right? Evading the tax.
Yes, sir.
Evading the tax, like which acts are applying the tax? Whether SEBI Act is applying the tax?
No, sir.
Okay. So it is particularly if you do not know anything. In that case, the answer is only two. All right.
Okay.
Now you know it very well. That SEBI Act deals with the tax evasion, and
Yes,
the
sir.
question was related to tax evasion.
Yes, sir.
So answer would be 3. But I am not expecting the answer. I am expecting why you people are not doing this. Even after that, like you only give the answer 3, other 4 and 2, I think 5 or 2 or 1 only answer. Okay. Okay, so deal with it very consciously. Fine. This question,
Sir, screen is not visible.
answers.
So for question 1, D.
D
Sir,
and
1D.
D and C.
Answers, other answers. Other answers, please. Yes, Sri,
D and C, sir.
D and C.
Sir, for second question,
Sir,
B.
for second question, B2 only.
2 only. Any
Oh,
other answer?
not
Any other answer? Now you will get this. What is the issue? I'm like telling you 1,000 times, read question twice before you answer it. Now this silly mistake will cost you. How many marks? Am I right? And such 2-3 mistakes, cutoff is suppose 99, you will be hanging around 91 to 93. If you're doing it here, under the pressure, what you people are doing then? Okay, what is the learning? Tell me why this is unchanged. Anyone?
Sir, it is withdrawn from demand deposit account. So means एक जेब से निकाल के दूसरे जेब में डाल रहे हैं. तो aggregate
Correct,
money
very good.
supply constant है.
Very good, very good. Now, anyone tell me which of the above is aggregate money supply?
M3, sir.
What does it consist of?
So currency in circulation plus
Good.
demand deposits plus time deposits
Good.
plus other deposits
Other deposits with whom?
with RBI.
Anyone else? Now, what it is saying? If you withdraw 1 lakh in cash from your demand deposit, from here you're withdrawing 1 lakh at your bank, the immediate effect on you're withdrawing it, then it is going to this. So net change is 0 because from here, like Neeraj said, एक जेब से दूसरी जेब में. So net change is 0. This is the logic behind this. Now tell me which of the above are narrow and broad?
Narrow M1, sir. Broad M4.
Yes. Why this is called narrow?
So because it consists of only currency and demand deposits.
And M3, M4?
So time deposits and post office bank deposits are also counted
Based on the liquidity, this can be liquidate very easily.
usually.
Okay. And it will take some time. That's why it is broad. Okay. And this is aggregate money supply. They may ask question on this. Okay. What is the liquidity sequence?
M1 highly liquid, sir, like highest.
Highest. And lowest is
M4.
fine. Purely applied question. No markup can help you here. This question, you have to focus on this. Now, what are the learnings? Expansionist monetary policy. All right. Cut and optimize the statutory liquidity ratio. It will help in expansion. Cut the bank rate and repo rate. It will help in expansion. They are asking which of the following will not help. This not help, right? Increase the marginal standing facility. Tell me what is MSF?
Sir, RBI charge more interest rate than repo rate.
What is the purpose behind MSF? When
Like-
we have the repo rate in place,
So for short-term borrowings.
our repo rate is also for short-term borrowing.
Sir, overnight borrowing.
Repo rate is also for overnight borrowing.
Like 1% of your SLR. From SLR, you can give that government bond and bonus, sir. Like,
But what is the purpose?
Sir, emergency lending.
Exactly. Emergency lending. MSF is having
Sir, you are not audible.
only one purpose. Emergency lending needed. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Tell
Yes.
me why emergency lending is needed when you have repo rate in place, policy rate in place. You have other means. Why do you need MSF? Without need, RBI cannot invent anything else, right? What is the need? There must be some lacunae with the repo rate. Have you read this? See, repo rate take place on the fortnight basis, right? So in between, what happened? So here, the MSF will play the role. So the interest rate for the MSF will be higher than repo rate or lower than repo rate?
higher, sir.
Higher than repo rate.
Then what is SDF? Standing deposit facility. Anyone? What is standing deposit facility? Anyone?
Sir, bank can park their excess funds with RBI without RBI giving any collateral.
Very good. Very nice. What is the purpose?
Sir, to absorb excess liquidity.
Absorb the excess liquidity. When it has been used? In which incidences? Recently? We watched what is MSS? Anyone? I'm not asking difficult questions. I'm asking very difficult questions.
So market sterilization scheme.
Sir, in MSS, they sell
This is
government bonds.
all part of your strategy. Am I not right or wrong? Yeah, yes, government bonds. What is the purpose?
To suck the excess liquidity.
What is the long form of MSS?
So market stabilization scheme.
So in the long form, the purpose is there to stabilize the market. If they are sending like selling the government securities, what does it mean? They are absorbing the liquidity. Means there is. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And this has been invented in position. Now tell me why they need this tool during demonetization. What is the reason? See, we are exceeding the time, but I like anyone, please tell me. Like we can take it in the next class. Any issues like with another 10-15 minutes?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir,
Why
repeat the
in
question.
demonetization? Why in demonetization they need a new tool to handle the liquidity in the market? Already they have the SDF with them. They have reverse repo rate. Okay, they have other functions like repo rate, bank rate, CRR, SLR with them. But still, RBI is inventing something new. That is MSS. Why?
Sir, because it reduces inflation and at the same time it helps in economic growth or investment.
Other tools are also doing the same. No, repo rate is reducing. If you increase the repo rate, it will reduce the inflation. It is also helping the economic growth. Why MSS is needed, particularly?
Sir, I think that during demonetization, people deposited large amount of money in the banks, and the bank were not able to use that money for giving loans. So they were temporary. I am not recalling the term. Temporary deposits for the bank. So the money supply was increased drastically,
Yes.
and to adjust that, market stabilization scheme was introduced.
Very good, Neeraj. See what happened during demonetization. 500 and 1,000 notes were like taken out of the legal tender. Okay, so whatever the money was coming to the banks, it was in large amount. So what would a normal commercial bank will do? So when they have large amount of deposits and everything with them, they will try to lend that money to earn the profit. Okay, when they will try to lend that money to earn the profit, the interest rate will decrease or increase on the loans.
Sir, repeat the question.
When bank has a lot of money, okay, they want to earn the profit, okay, but there are no buyers to borrow that money. Interest rate will increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease.
Decrease. Okay. So when the interest rate will decrease, people will borrow more. What will
Yes.
happen when people will borrow more?
More
Money-
investments.
Yes, more investment. Another,
Money
Inflation.
supply increase.
money supply increases, inflation increases rapidly. Okay. Or there might be a case of hyperinflation. Okay. To avoid that hyperinflation, the RBI has introduced this market stabilization scheme where it has sold government securities in large quantity. And even if they are not having the government securities, they were buying the money from banks coercively using qualitative tools. Why? To just stabilize the market. So this is the purpose of this MSS. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Right. Now there is one policy corridor. What is that policy corridor? What does this term means? Policy corridor. Anyone?
So refers to monetary policy corridor. That
Yes, monetary policy
ST
corridor. Very good.
STF is less than repo rate, which is less than MSF and bank rate.
Very good. Udashi. So this is nothing but your policy corridor. This is also called as monetary policy corridor. What is it? Am I right, Udashri?
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, not
Yeah,
audible,
it
sir.
have interest rate. Am I audible now? Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, now audible.
Okay. Now I'm repeating the things. Okay. MSF has higher interest rate than repo rate. Any doubt?
No, sir.
SDF has lower interest rate than repo rate. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now tell me why SDF has lower repo rate, lower interest rate than repo rate. What is SDF? Standing deposit facility, right? Neeraj just now told. What is SDF?
Standing deposit, like banks will park the money with I know, sir. So it will be like reverse repo rate. So like repo rate will be more than what RBI
RBI,
pays
right?
to the
Yes.
banks.
Yes. Yes. It is reverse repo rate without collateral. That is the only difference. Okay. So SDF is nothing but reverse repo rate without collateral. That's why it is going to have the interest rate lower than repo rate. Any doubt? We know the purpose, right? Now let's move these questions. Answers.
Sir, for first question, B.
B.
Two and
So
three.
first B.
Second, 61.
Sir, 61A.
Sir, 61A.
61A.
With reference to Indian economy, okay. With reference to Indian economy, consider the following: if the inflation is too high, Reserve Bank of India is likely to buy government securities. All right. If the rupee is rapidly depreciating, RBI is likely to sell dollars in the market. If interest in the USA or European Union were to fall, there's likely to induce RBI to dollars. Okay. Answer is 2 and 3. Shall I explain this?
No, sir.
Anyone else?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Tight monetary policy of US Federal Reserve could lead to capital flight. Capital flight may increase the interest cost of firms with existing external commercial borrowings. Devaluation of domestic currency decreases the currency risk associated with ECBs. Okay. Right now we dealt with this. Okay. So external commercial borrowing have the largest share. They may ask this. Number 1. Number 2. With respect to this, tight monetary policy of US do not have the tight monetary policy. What will happen? The dovish. Okay. See about capital flight. This term. What does it mean by capital flight? All right. Understand the devaluation of currencies well, because rupee is now devaluing, depreciating. So question may arise on the currency war part. In this question particularly, when RBI buys and when RBI sells. All right. These things must be known. So what are the learnings from today's session?
Sir, we should have conceptual clarity.
Just read.
Sir, read RBI Act once, sir. Like the
Monetary Policy Committee, your voice is not audible. Yes, Pawan, your learnings?
Sir, as economics questions are lengthy, solve
Mhm.
them in second round. I mean,
More than lengthy, they are conceptual, applied. That's why. Okay. Yes, Ayush.
So read the question carefully.
Shubham is read about acts and focus on facts. Okay, good, Shubham. Others? Kamlesh, you're told. Neeraj, your take.
Sir, I said conceptual clarity.
Yes, Neeraj, your take.
Sir, same acts and committees and various functions of RBI.
Yes, functions of RBI. Okay, tell me, Arya, you can type or you can talk as well if you want to give any input. Tell me how many logics we have applied here, or whether you find use of logic and tricks we have applied in one question. Apart from that, any extreme keywords wala have we applied? Not yet. Okay. So be careful in economics question while you apply this. It's better to understand the concepts well. From today's preparation, it was very much understood that you are not thorough through the concepts. And this is the weakness you have. You don't have much time to think in the examination. All right. UPSC is giving you enough opportunity to learn these concepts. At least know the terms from the PYQs very well. Like I said, level 1, level 2, level 1 is knowing the concept. Level 2 is the peripheral knowledge, the recent happenings, data, content, like public debt, we dealt with it. Believe me, they will ask questions on this. Okay? Today or tomorrow they will ask. It is one of the prominent topics. They are asking every year with like indirectly questions from the public debt. It is a part of fiscal policy. So you must be knowing thoroughly this topic. Okay? Apart from that, what we learned, see the concepts of bond yields. Okay, the conceptual application of the bond yield in the everyday life. One, sterilization. What is sterilization? Sterilization relates to the foreign currency. You must know everything around the foreign currency. All right. US Fed rate impacts. Now there is talk of de-dollarization of economy. Know about this. This is related to foreign currency only, right? Now there is like rupee internationalization. What is this rupee internationalization? In how many countries like rupee is allowed as one of the currency to trade? So this must we know, right? So these are the things they want from you. They want you to dig deeper and not to like to the depth of the ocean, but at least to the photic and like mesophotic region of the particular ocean of the knowledge. Okay, any doubt with respect to this or anything you want to ask? How to study economics and all, to refer and all? Anyone want to ask? They can ask freely. Sorry for the like lengthy session of today. Any doubt? Kamlesh, Ayush, Neeraj, Pawan, Steve, Udeshri, any doubt?
No, sir.
no, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, great. So, okay. So, shall I wrap up the session now?
Yes, sir.
All right, and note down all those topics. Work on the pad notebook very thoroughly. See, you should not miss marks on the economics basic concepts. All right. Some questions might be there where they will be asking questions from schemes or from economic survey, particularly related to facts and anything else, with respect to the terms already mentioned in the PYQs, and if they are like reappearing in the examination hall, you should not lose marks on that. Okay, we are not targeting like 90 marks, 95 marks, 100 marks. No, I want you to people score more than 120 so that you can consistently or comfortably prepare from the next day for the mains. Already the mains has very lower window for this year. From the last year, they are giving very lower window to prepare for the mains, hardly 2 months. Okay, so target is very big. So accordingly, at least prepare the PYQs well, the terms well. I'm not asking anything out of the PYQs. Okay, do well, and we'll continue these sessions from the day after tomorrow. All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, sir.